We said that digital is, in a way, helping to shift the power to the end users. It's happening to all of us. We can book our plane, we can make check-in ourselves, we can transfer money from one place to the other, one bank to the other. And today, patients are empowered. The patients, they can track their health, they can monitor their progress in their disease, if they have a disease. So the first revolution that digital is having in the health industry is clearly around conducting a healthier life.
Right now, somewhere in the universe, for the Star Wars fans, Yoda is saying a great disturbance in the Force. There is. Difficult to see the future. There is. And it is true, we are in the early stages of this transformation. We don't know where it's going to lead, we don't know what is going to happen, and we all, sort of make do with it. In the last couple of days, I was using a metaphor. We are a 150 kilos heavy person who wants to run under 12 seconds 100 meters and is getting to know and understand how this might be possible. What techniques, what technologies, what are the steps to get there? Not all the steps, but some. But it's 5 years away. Right? That's how we feel sometimes in NLB as well. But we do not intend to sit still when this is happening. My purpose here is also to talk to you, the IT industry leaders, right? Because you are the ones who, on one hand, supply the rest of us with solutions, or at least many of the solutions. But I think your role and the task to you is even greater. Because you have to help us transform. You no longer sell IT solutions. You no longer sell technology. You're actually selling solutions to transform the processes and the businesses into better client experiences at the end by using our, let's say, inherent knowledges of risk management and pharmaceuticals and chemistry along the way.
And this is our responsibility as public administration, because we are responsible for the public systems, which are basically the nerve system and the supply system for everything that's happening in the country. And if state is not working well, then also the business and all other functions will not be so effective. This is why it is so important that we are not two separate worlds, but one connecting and cooperating organism that will produce really new added value. And if we are talking about the investments and possibilities to development on these grounds that I explained, and these grounds that are topics in last few days, then what we are seeking is new value. It's not buying and selling. Okay, it is very well to sell the company to the new owner, which will add a new value very fast, as we heard yesterday. But what we are seeking is to build something new. And to build something new, we are packaging everything in so-called reference state philosophy. And what is reference of Slovenia that we would like to talk about? It's not that we have the best technology. It's that we have the best implementation capability.
I think what's going to drive digital, what's going to drive the next steps, the 2020 vision you have on the picture, I think it's innovation. And innovation for me starts with thinking differently. I mean, there's this saying, I don't know who came up with it, but it says, how can you be different if you're doing the same thing as everybody else?
So I think that if you look for how the business is done, we see on IT market, on the traditional market, for example, many of our customers trying to introduce new services on the market, and to do it in a very quick way, to introduce new models and to see if they will be successful. So, for example, we see customers from traditional post-industry trying to make their own banking services, for example, which was not the case 20 or even 5 years ago.
Only 1 of 4 companies has a real digitization strategy inside. So if you translate, it's like 25% of the companies have something that they can claim they are ready to attack this digital transformation. At the same time, the study has found that it's about 45% of companies that do not bring this digitization to the board level discussion, which is a prerequisite to actually make things happen. And a similar number, which is close to half the companies, is actually almost in a state of denial, kind of not considering this transformation be it a risk or an opportunity, so that they don't really think about it as a key thing.
When these solutions, technological solutions that we have now, are so advanced and so complex, so we need the public infrastructure, if you call it Internet of Things or basic rules or whatever. So this is the role of the government. Technology is so advanced that we have to build the infrastructure that this technology can really fly.
And I think you need to drive the winds to the government, drive the winds to Slovenia. Guys, we're going digital and this is where we're going, and stick to it.